Hey everyone, so before we start this episode, si Coach Pao just wants to relay a message for the parents of the team. No? So just want to say how thankful he is for the parents, for the support you guys give to the team, the players and the coaching staff and the management. So yeah, I mean as a fan, as a former athlete, I mean I really had a great time when it comes to the support of my parents, our parents as well as a team. So yeah, you guys really do a lot for us for everything that we go through every day, you know. So on behalf of Coach Paulo Mendoza and the rest of the UPIS Junior Fighting Maroons coaching staff, they express their gratitude, and on behalf of the UP community as well, we'd like to thank you guys for all your support. Welcome to Maroon Talk, the only segment dedicated for anything and everything UP Fighting Maroons. I am Fim Moran, batch 2010 from UP Los Baños.
Enzo Regondola, batch 2010, UP Diliman.
Christine Concepcion, KC, from UP Diliman, batch 07, UPIS, batch 03.
Sorry, Dale Villawan, batch 1992 UPIS. Hello sa inyo, kamusta kayo?
Coach Snatch Imson, UP Diliman, batch 88.
Yeah.
So, Coach Paulo Mendoza, UPIS, and UP Diliman, batch 2012.
Yeah. Ito yan naman.
Totoo yun.
Pinaka-junior sa atin.
Salamat po, PM, and salamat po, Enzo. Salamat po, PM.
Coach, salamat.
No, salamat po kayo. Sobrang honor namin to.
Yes, sobrang... Ito naman, guys, star-studded yung ano natin yun, yung guests natin yun. We have the coaching staff and the management of the UPIS Junior Maroons. Coach Pao, Coach Nats, Sir Dale, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Salamat.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, and hi from Iceland. Iceland. Dito ako ngayon. Backward po. Wala na akong jacket. Pero,
Summer ba dyan, Coach? Summer.
Summer.
Gabi na nga dyan eh.
Oo, yung ano. I hope you enjoy the...
To those who don't know, si Coach Paulo Mendoza is the head coach of the UPIS Junior Maroons. Coach Nats Imson is the head coach of the 14 under naman ng UPIS. Tama, Coach? And Sir Dale Villajuan is the team manager of the UPIS Junior Maroons. Okay. Yun nga, we've been having this alumni series for we've released around 2-3 episodes already. And what better way to kick it another episode with the UPIS juniors naman, since all these three are products of the UPIS. Kasama si Casey pala, Ate Casey. Yes. Is part of the UPIS family, yan.
Yes.
Sorry, hindi pa naman get. Ate Casey, thank our special moderator for today.
Moderator.
Special guest pala tayo.
Referee, charot.
Actually kami lang ni Enzo nag-ano nito. So, pero meron tayong guest dito. Siyempre, kasi dugong UPIS, tatak UPIS. Eh. Okay, siguro let's just start with to get to know our guests, no? Siguro we'll start with Coach Sir Dale, then Coach Nats, and para kay ang pinakabata natin kasama.
Yes.
Pinuhulihin natin.
Pinaka-millennial sa ating.
Yes.
Sir Dale, siguro kwento mo sa amin your background, how you started sa UPIS. How was your time back then in UPIS?
Batch 1992 UPIS. So I played din with UPIS Junior Maroons 1991, 1992. Tapos I played din with Coach Pao, di ba? Nag-champion kami ni Coach Pao sa Pasarel.
Yeah. Malayo yung pare, baka hindi ako yun, malayo yung batch natin eh.
Consistent. In
character talaga.
Hindi. Ito yung matindi ron eh. Grade 6 pa lang siya, varsity na, pare.
Wow.
Kami, third year high school ata kami no? Second year high school kami. 1990 ko, Coach. 91, nag-champion kami ng Pasarel. National champions, NCR, yes. Nag-champion kami, tinalo namin San Beda. First kami noon. Tapos, may national di ba? Kalaban mo yung mga Cebu,
yes.
Kalasyaw, Pangasinan, Pampanga. Ang dami rin.
Sino players nun, Sir Dale, nung San Beda, kung naalala nyo?
Coach, Makoy, Renzi Bahar.
Ralph Rivera.
Okay. Marcos.
Alam mo, nababasa ko lang yan.
Nakwento lang ata kay Coach Pao yun.
Nababasa ko lang. Pero lang nag-ano sa akin, ha? Meron lang nag-ano sa akin.
Kwento.
Kwento lang. Yan.
Yes, Sir Dale, go ahead.
Ayun, tapos after graduation, medyo hindi tayo pinalad sa UBCAT. So, umabot yung cut-off ko ata sa Los Baños. And nung time na yung mom ko kasi nag-retired, professor yung mom ko sa Cal, 25 years French and Spanish yung tinuturo niya. So actually talaga dugong UP talaga ako kasi doon ako pinanganak as in sa area 2. Bernardo Street 114G Bernardo Street.
Nag-aalala pa rin.
Doon ako lumaki. So doon tayo tumanda, ganyan. Yung mother ko kasi professor, so matagal kami tumira sa UP. Lahat ng mga kapatid ko UP. Unfortunately, nung college, lumipat kami kasi nag-retire yung mother ko sa UP. So kailangan mo umalis 'di ba? Pag hindi na employee, so kailangan mo lumipat, umalis. So yung sunod na work ng mom ko sa International School Manila. So Makati yun that time sa may Buendia ba? Makati Avenue. So medyo malayo yung UP, yung QC kami. So nakakuha siya ng bahay sa Parañaque, sa San Valley. So nag-transfer kami. Pero nung kaya mga second year high school, medyo malayo na yung binabiyahe ko Parañaque to UP Diliman. So UPIS. So malayo.
Yes.
Pero wala pang traffic noon at saka medyo iba pa yung EDSA noon.
Wala pang C5, wala pa.
Medyo yung from San Valley Parañaque going to UPIS kaya ata ng 20 minutes.
Yeah.
25 minutes.
Grabe.
EDSA pa yun,
Bilis naman.
EDSA pa yun. Ganun kabilis, Parañaque yun, bro.
Saka wala pa yun.
C5. So, yun, malapit. Tapos, college kasi, sinuwerte naman tayo, kinuha tayo sa Lasal, binigyan ng opportunity, kaso Team B. So, sabi, bago lahat yung community. So, sabi ko, sige, stay na muna ako rito para maiba naman. Tsaka maganda rin, nag-enjoy din naman. So, ayun, yun yung story ko. Naglaro ako Team B sa Lasal. Tapos, nung after college, sa mga na lang ako naglalaro sa mga liga na hindi naman sa UAAP na. So,
alright.
Paano po kayo nabalik ng UP as a manager?
Sir.
UPIS. Nag-start yan 4 years ago. Coach Pao,
4 years. Pero before that pare yung sa college ba? Kaila coach?
Sa college. So matagal na ako. Totoo lang. Actually, I'm one of the managers noong time ni Coach Lito Vergara, tapos si Coach Pat Aquino. Yan, tumutulong din ako ng time na yan. Ano ba? Anong year ba yun?
2004.
05.
2000. 04, 05. Paano ni Marvin?
Pa ako sa UP college noon mapapanood ko kayo noon Tama. Naalala ko na.
Lang yun. Matagal na talaga. Matagal na rin ako tumutulong sa UP. Tapos medyo natigil for a time dahil sa work. Pero madalas ako nanonood ng games. And then
4 years ago, back to UPIS.
4 years ago, nung naging head coach si Coach Paolo, sabi sa akin, bro, tulungan mo ako dito. So, yun yung sabi ko, parang hindi talaga ako pang head coach. Sabi ko, pang coach, sabi ko. So, pwede ka tulungan sa ibang aspect ng laro. Yan, kuha tayo ng, siguro sa management na lang ako, sabi ko. Yun, sabi niya, sige, ikaw na mag-team manager.
Lakas pala ni Coach Paolo
Oo.
Doon na si Kuya Dale yan si Kuya Dale. Kuya Dale.
Anyways, doon na nagsimula yung programa namin ni Coach Pao. So, mag-compare din kami ni Coach Paolo. Yung anak ni si Ella, yung eldest ko. So, doon nag-start tulong si Coach Pao muna.
Sige, we'll talk about that more later. About the program sa So, very interesting, born and bred pala si Sir Dale sa Diliman, sa area 2.
Yes.
Okay, sige, Coach Nats, send it over to you.
Ako naman, I played my varsity years in Baguio, University of Baguio. Okay, and then I went down to UP Diliman, study. Hindi na ako ng varsity doon, hindi na ako nag-try out or whatever. Nag-aral na lang ako. Tapos, ever since naman, ang tawag dito, palaging sa kwentuhan ng mga magkakaibigan, palaging pinagtatawanan ng UP, lalo na UPIS. So, Ang ginawa ko, before I joined UPIS, I coached sa Hindi International School, no? So, talaga nahilig ako sa coaching. Tapos nang gano'n, one time, si Coach Andy, who was the volleyball coach of UPIS, invited me because sabi niya si Coach Pao was looking for, is creating a coaching team, no, homesick staff. So I decided to talk to Coach Pao and I liked what he was planning to do. So sumali ako sa UPIS. At the same time, gusto ko na rin sana mabago yung trend ng UPIS na parang palagi na ng talo and everything. So, yun nga. Tsaka din sa parang gusto ko rin ibalik sa UP yung natutunan ka sa UP.
Yeah. Pero you're from Baguio talaga?
I was born and raised in Baguio.
Okay. Tapos coach, if I'm not mistaken, the team you're handling right now is, ito yung kasama si Jaime, GDL.
Yes.
Ito yun, no? Oo. Actually, nagulat ako.
Pinakagwapong GDL.
Pinakagwapong GDL.
Hindi po, si Tito Bert daw, yung original. Charot.
Sa coaches yung
May bago na ngayon, may bago na.
Sa coaches
requirement sa team, kailangan gwapo.
Yes. University of Pogi.
Yun naman yung UP ngayon.
Oh, NP. Coach,
English speaking na. Yes.
I'm just, kasi back when I was playing sa Zubelia, minsan ko lang nakakasama yung UPIS sa tournaments eh.
Yes.
Especially for grade school. Oo. Ngayon ba, kamusta ang pagsali niyo sa exposure ng mga bata sa leagues?
Nung sumali kasi ako 3 years ago, wala namang Team B ang UPIS. But then, as we went along, napansin namin lalo ng coaching staff, ni Coach Pao, na may pagkukulang. Lalo na kasi sumasabak agad yung bata sa UAP. Walang mas mababang training like grade school. Kasi di kami makakuha ng players eh. Grade 7 lang pwede pumasok eh. So, yun nga yung inaayos sa sistema ng grupo namin ngayon. So, last year lang kami bumuo, 13 and under. Yun yung first and only time na sumali kami. So, nakakuha kami ng mga recruits namin from Lasal, Sobel, from Ateneo, from San Benildo, tsaka from Marikina. So, yun lang. Last year, sumali na kami. So, it's in an infancy stage pa lang. Pero sana, nagkaroon na ng pandemic, ito na sana medyo maganda sana yung talagang plano tuloy-tuloy. Pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin yan.
I see. So, kumbaga sa ngayon, ang teams na nasa UPIS, in terms of basketball, yung juniors, yung UAP juniors, and yung sa inyo na Coach Nats. Tama?
Yes.
Yung dalawang yun. Okay.
Yes.
That's a good start at least.
They play second. Saan yung Coach Nats?
Yung anong liga nga yung Coach?
Diba 1 point lang?
Coach.
Oo, nakita ko yan.
Sakit!
Nakita ko sa sa Facebook eh.
Pare.
Milko ba yun? Coach?
Hindi, Coach. Hoops
City
ba?
Hoops.
City Hoops.
Nag-ano rin kami, semifinals din.
Against
Sebastian.
San Sebastian.
Okay, at least, I mean,
First time nilang sumali. Then
Less than a month yung training nag-train.
Training namin mga 1 month, 2 months lang. Tapos di pa kami everyday because of the court availability. So, ang dami but it's not an excuse. Pero,
at least for that level of okay na rin. I mean, first time mo sumali ng ganong klaseng that's a good output. Okay, thanks Coach Nats. We'll talk about that more later pa rin.
Okay.
Yung program natin for that.
Ito na, pinakabata.
Sa pinakabatang member natin.
Thank you po, Kuya. Thank you. Thank you po, Kuya Fim. Ate Casey, thank you.
Ito palang mga nakita natin yung mga article sa dyaryo, mga natitipi siya dati. Hindi pala siya yun.
No, reproduction.
Baka tatay niya yun. Junior po ba kayo?
Yung pagiging...
Alam mo naman niya yung ngayon, madali mag-edit eh.
Yung pagiging starting point guard sa PBA, hindi pala siya yun. Yung pagiging greatest ever player ng UPIS.
Don't know about that.
Coach Paolo Mendoza, please enlighten us how you were start from UPIS, then how you entered the UP Diliman naman. As a student and as you're playing
First of all, gusto ko muna sabihin na masyadong humble si Sir Dale si Coach Nats. I'm the opposite, no? So
may disclaimer agad.
Pagpasensyahan niyo na yung istorya ko, baka I'm bragging too much. So, at least I put it out there, di ba? So anyway, seriously. Yes, una educational background ko, just to know, just to let everybody. Prep pa lang nasa UP. Kung si Sir Dale was born, no, sa UP. Ako naman prep pa lang yung education ko sa sa UP na kagad. Sa CDC ako, product ako ng CDC. Okay? So doon yung sa College of Home Economics.
Okay.
Doon siya. So under siya ng College of Home Economics, pero I'm not sure kung parang ano sila ng College of Education. Anyway, after that, kahit nag-graduate ka ng CDC, kailangan pa rin mag-exam for kinder. So, nakapasok rin ako ng UP for kinder, no? Tapos tuloy-tuloy na hanggang high school. So, pagdating naman sa sa paglalaro ko for UPIS, actually, do we have time?
Sure. I'm all the time. Don't worry.
Late bloomer talaga ako. Late bloomer ako. Remember back then, mga grade 1, talagang uso na basketball. Grade 1 o grade 2, lahat ng kaklase ko was ito basketball. Ako rin naman, hilig ko yun. But talent-wise, talaga wala eh. Pero hilig ko talaga. Tapos, siguro nagsimula lang ako medyo mag-bloom, siguro mga grade 6 yung sinabi ni Sir Dale, magkakampi kami sa Pasarel. Yung sinalihan namin noon, yung sinasabi ni Sir Dale, yun yung first national Pasarel na sabihin. Before, di ba, Pasarel,
yes.
Metro Manila, Metro Manila, then, Lasal, ganyan. Anyway, grade 6 ako, dapat nasa SBP ako noon. May SBP ay UPIS noon, kompleto sila.
Okay.
May SBP. Tapos SBP ako, although grade 6 ako, dapat SBP pa ako.
Yes.
So, basta nalipat ako sa Pasarel, no? So, kailangan nilang ng mauuto doon dahil sila matatanda na. So, ako yung pinaka-pwede utuin. Then, hindi naman. I don't think sa skills ko, medyo late pa talaga ako noon. Although, siguro malakas lang ang loob ko. Pero, Sir Dale was one of our best players there. That's true. Yung nga sabi ni, unforgettable yun, no? Pare, unforgettable.
Oo naman.
Just to tell you some story, no? Third quarter, di ba ang best ang Pasarel, 5-5-5 yan.
Yes.
Right? 5-5-5. And the fourth, halo-halo na. Okay. Third quarter, natapos yung second quarter, first half, I think we're down by 24 or 25. Okay? Down by 24-25 against Sambeda. Si Coach Chato Badolato. And sila ang favorite talaga noon. I'm not knocking.
Walang tumatalo doon, pare.
Hindi ko inaano yung Sambeda. I'm not saying, they're really, siguro swerte lang talaga yung ipinaglaban namin. Because after nung third quarter, down kami by 25. After ng third quarter, up na kami by 4 or I think by 6.
Wow. In
one quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Tapos, ang maganda istorya nun, sa third quarter ako naglaro. So, hindi ko alam kung may kinalaman ako doon. So, pero nung fourth quarter, hindi na ako naglaro. So, still, sa mind ko ako MVP eh. Hindi ko ako eh. Doon nagsimula yung confidence eh. So, grade 7, nag-try out ako, if I'm not mistaken, sa varsity, pero hindi ako nakuha. Grade 8, hindi ako naging varsity. Grade 9 na ako naging varsity ng UPIS, no? UP Juniors.
Pero UAP na to, Coach?
UAP na yan. UAP na. Grade 7, hindi. Grade 8, hindi rin. Grade 9, doon ako naging varsity. And again,
so 2 years lang kayong naglaro?
Kasi grade 10 lang yan. So, hanggang grade 10 lang eh. Hanggang grade 10. Saka, honestly, sa tingin ko, kaya rin ako nakapasok noon kasi sila Sir Dale, no? Gagraduate yung batch nila, whole batch. Sila kayo, no? Graduate sila eh. 2 years ahead. Basta yung batch nila gagraduate 8 or something. So, walang hindi mapupuno yung hindi mapupuno yung next team. Nakapasok ako. Surprisingly, really surprisingly, na first year ko sa UPIS grade 9, our coach was Coach Nemi Villegas. I don't know if you know him. Coach Nemi Villegas. Yes, isa yan sa mga noon, time na yun, mga pioneer ng Milo and national team coach rin siya. So, nung first year ko, can I brag a little? Okay lang ba? First year ko,
no problem, coach. Go ahead.
Rookie year ko, Rookie of the Year ako kagad ng grade 9. Rookie of the Year. And I think I was averaging 32.
Yeah.
Wow.
32, I think 32, 31 or 32 per game. Hindi kami nakapasok ng Final Four noon. We were 5th. Then, nung second year ko sa UAP, grade 10 na ako noon, graduating. I was averaging 41, no? I think 41. But ang maganda noon, ang most important noon, nakapasok kami ng Final Four. Ang UPIS, nakapasok kami. Yung important game namin against UE, ang nakakatawa nga noon is that yung UE kasi favorite sila eh. Isa sila sa mga talagang na top 4. So yung pagpasok namin, long shot. Pero nanalo naman kami, pero we need that win against UE. Nanalo kami sa UE, I think by, I don't know, 4 points or whatever.
Bakit ko? Sino yung makasabay nyo doon na player, if I may, sa UE that time?
UE, meron silang meron silang magaling na player noon. I don't know bakit hindi nagpatuloy yun.
Okay.
Highly regarded siya. Ang last name niya is Ramos. Ramos. Okay. He's about 6'3" or 6'4". Na ang katawan niya is really for college na. And as far as I know, nung time na yon, nire-recruit rin siya ng UP. Sa pagkakaano na yon, nire-recruit siya ng UP. Highly touted talaga siya, yung Ramos na yon. Inabangan ko nga siya hanggang college pero hindi ko na siya nakita. I don't know for what reason. Then sa UST naman, sila Gerard Francisco, Latoreno. Sa UST. Then for Lasal, Aldeguer. Lasal is Aldeguer and Season Twins. Season Twins.
Tito ni tito na ba niyan, pre?
Sino?
Ni Juan, hindi pa, ibang season yun.
Ay, ibang season yun sa Ateneo yung sa...
Ayaw nga, sorry.
Ito Season Twins sa Lasal. Then, anyway, so nanalo kami sa UE. Then, sa sobrang saya namin, the next day, parang wow, kami, parang feeling mo invincible kayo, undefeated, nakanalo kami. Next game namin, we have one more game against Ateneo. Pero win or lose, pasok na kami ng Final Four. No? Tapos from winning against yung most important game namin against UE, natalo kami sa Ateneo by 50 at o by 40.
Ateneo talaga eh.
So, we lost to Ateneo nung first round mga by 4 points yata. Pero against them, nung second round by 4 or 50. So from being so, yung napakasaya mo, bigla kang
sobrang down.
Back to pa talaga reality na hindi ganun kadali yung liga. Then we were match up against UST sa Final Four. Twice to beat the UST, natalo kami kagad nung first pero mga by 8 points lang yan. Sabi sa inyo mahaba eh.
Sige lang.
Ito ba, itong second year mo yung dito mo na nagawa yung highest ever scoring record ever nung juniors with 69 points.
At that, yes, oo. Pero as far as I know right now, na-break yata ni Terence
Romy. Yes, I was there actually. Kasi nung panahon namin yun Season 72. FEU were playing UPIS if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, ito mo yung irony,
Actually, you're the game after them. So siyempre, habang nasa tunnel sa Juan Arena to nag-warm up.
Okay. For
some reason, habang stretching kami, naririnig mo lang yung pangalan Terence Romeo from time to time. So sabi namin, anong nangyayari? Bakit pa ulit-ulit siyang ina-announce ng announcer? Yung pala, yun nga, he was going for the record. So he apparently scored around 80 plus points, parang gano'n. And that went on to beat Coach Pau's record nung sa juniors. This was in 2009.
Wow, Galing, Hindi, galing.
Sige, Coach, go ahead.
Yung 69 points ko, I think, as far as I can remember, yan yung game namin against UE. Yan yung important, must win, namin, must-win game namin. And,
94? 1994?
I think 2004.
2004?
Ginugulo mo, Casey, ginugulo mo yung history. Ginugulo mo yung history.
Patawad.
Yung history, ginugulo mo eh. Naka-record yan, ha? Okay. Anyway, just added motivation nun. Ano talaga, si Ramos was really, yung talk of the town siya. Talk of the town. So, extra motivation, parang, hindi lang sa akin, sa amin, that if we beat UE, tapos mabit namin si Ramos, ano talaga, yung really something, no? Yung moral boost talaga mataas. Anyway, kung hindi ako kakamali, doon ko na-score yung 69 points na. And, tapos, I don't know. I don't have the record. Pero I'm always bragging kasi ang pagkakaalala ko is kung bukod sa 69 points yun, triple-double ako nun eh. If I'm not mistaken, I think I had basta sa istorya ko, sariling istorya ko. So let's put it on record na triple-double ako sa history book ko. Anyway, so that's the story ng gano'n. Then,
how was the seniors coach?
Then, napansin pa, doon ako napunta sa national team.
Okay.
Napansin ako, before kasi, ang national team was represented by mga mga college players, no? May age yun eh, may age. Yung Gilas, hindi pa Gilas ang tawag sa amin. RP National Team.
Yes.
RP team. Yes. So, doon ako nagkaroon ng pagkakataon sa national team. Napansin nila ako. Nag-try out ako doon. And luckily, natanggap. Kasama ko sila, Danny Ay, Ducol, Ralph Rivera, Gerard Francisco, Ogie Gumatay, Brian Gahol. Doon kami nakakilala. Velasco, Medina, who else was there? So, yun, marami pa. Really great, no? So, Allen Patrimonio, Mark Telan. Okay. So, yun yung first national team ko. Then after that, undecided pa ako kung saan ako pupunta school. Not because hindi ko mahal ng UP, kasi doon lang ako na-overwhelmed na merong nag-recruit. Kasi in all honesty, nung time na yon parang UPIS, parang hindi ko maisip na mapapansin kami. O mapapansin ako. Wala talaga sa isipan namin or nasa isipan ko na sabihin yung efforts na yon, yung ano na yon, mapapansin ng ibang school. So, yon, nagkaroon ng mga konting pag-uusap sa ibang school. Then, na-overwhelm ako, parang tuloy na, syempre na ano ka sa all the attention that you're getting.
Yes.
Yung ganun, di ba? Lalo na, nung time na yun, bata ka. Pero at the end of the day, ika nga follow your heart, no? At talagang yung sinisigaw ng dugo, puso at isipan ko ay UP.
Utak at puso.
Oo, tama. That's true.
Sino head coach nun that time, coach? Nung ano nyo?
Orly Bauson. Coach Orly Bauson. Coach Orly. And one thing na maganda doon, si Coach Orly Bauson rin, ang coach ko nung high school.
Okay.
After Coach Nemi Villegas, si Coach Orly Bauson. So, parang very comfortable ako. Very comfortable to decide na pupunta ako sa UP. And what's wala kaming pag-uusap ng UP. Wala kaming pag-uusap. Very simple lang. They just, sinabi lang nila na if I'm interested sa UP, then okay sila. And of course, walang sabihin yung in terms of financial support or let's say support, wala nung time na yun. They have nothing to really for scholarship, and that is not so important really. Talagang madrama man pakinggan, puso't isipan talaga. Dugo talaga nasa UP eh. Then I was able to convince Mong Gahol, Brian Gahol, and Ogie Gumatay, sa help ng father ko, ng tatay ko, sa help ng tatay ko, na-convince namin yung dalawa to join me sa UP.
Mhm.
Okay, so yun, nagkapunta-punta kami sa UP dahil magkakilala na kami sa RP Youth. Tapos sinuwerte naman kami ang coach namin, Orly Bauson. 96 was Coach Eric Altamirano.
Oh,
96.
okay.
Yes, Coach Eric. Assistant coach was Coach Ryan Gregorio.
Okay.
Si Coach Ryan Gregorio rin was our assistant coach nung nung rookie year ko. Then, 97, si Coach Nick Jorge naman. So, Final Four din kami. Assistant coach namin si Coach Ryan Gregorio. Then, 98, nagkaroon ako ACL injury. No? So, buong 1998, hindi ako nakalaro. Ang maganda nga sana istorya noon. Ang haba na ng istorya ko, sorry ha.
Sige lang.
Ang maganda nga sana istorya noon. Eto, I don't know if nung 1998, kung kumpleto kami, kasi nagka-injury ako, Brian Gahol and Ogie Gumatay, nag-decide din sila na mag-leave muna. Okay? Then, Bing Victoria, ganda kaya na lineup namin. We have Bing Victoria, the brother of Boy Beats, Victoria.
Okay.
Si Bing Victoria was an MVP sa UAP for Adamson High School. Okay, we have Chucho Serrano, Jasper Javier, Mon Garcia, Edric Ferrer, tama ba? Tama. Humalesa, Messina, Kelvin D. Chavez, Gamboa Brothers,
Echel Ronda, pare.
Echel Ronda, ang dami namin 16 So, apologies talaga do sa mga Patrick Madarang, apologies talaga do sa mga hindi ko Adro La Peña, magpapauti-uti buwabalik ka na.
Nagpaparamdaman. Ay, pinag-uusapan ako ng mga to.
Anyway, pero maganda yung namin, maganda ang lineup namin, very competitive. Kaya nga noong 1998, wala gagraduate sa amin. Wala gagraduate. So, yung team namin na 95, may gumraduate. 96 from 1998, walang gagraduate sa amin. Nadagdagan pa kami. Yung Jenkins, Messina, ni Humalesa. So, dapat to 1998, kami talaga yung...
Go ahead, Coach.
Jenkins, yes.
UP pala? Okay.
Jenkins. UP si Jenkins.
Kasi yung pamangkin niya, si Jonathan Calugug, was my teammate naman sa Zubel. Alam ko kay Jenkins, San Beda, di ba? Coach.
San Beda, then UP.
Wala nag-UP siya.
San Beda. Oo. Kasama namin siya sa Final Four noong 1997. 1997, kasama namin sa Final Four si Jenkins. Saka Humalesa. Anyway.
Si Coach Mark.
Yes, Mark Humalesa. Anyway, noong 1998, marami sa amin na hindi nakabalik, hindi bumalik. So, pero kung nagkabuo-buo kami noon, I think malaki ang chance sa finals na kami noon. Baka lang I'm not saying it's not for sure. Maganda-ganda na from nung rookie year namin, 5th kami, second year namin nila Ogie, nila Brian, nila Bing Victoria kami, fourth na kami, then third. So, if you follow the trend, pwede na kami mag-finals noon.
Yes.
Kaya nga lang, hindi na kami nabuo. Then 1999, bumalik ako from an ACL injury. Nagkikakampi ko na yan sila Mike Bravo, sila Marcos, Abelardo Marcos, Javi Nunag, Rodel Celo, Dom Peña, sino pa ba? Leslie Bergonya, sino pa ba? Marami pa meron pang mga si Mark Humalesa nandoon, Denzel Mariano, yan. Yun yung last playing year ko sa UP. Then nakasingit ako ng national team nung 2 years back, I think, basta nag-national team pa ulit ako. Then, nakapaglaro na ako ng amateur ko, PBL. Yung PBA D-League ngayon, ang tawag sa amin
yes.
PBL.
PBL.
Yes, PBL. Okay. So, yung PBL nung time na yon, hindi siya school-based. Okay. Talagang commercial siya.
Yes.
Even if, for example, let's say, yung known player ka sa UAP, hindi ganun kadaling pumasok sa PBL.
Okay.
Yes, you have to try out. Tapos yung try out noon, invitation pa. Hindi ka pwede although siguro ibang team pwede mag-walk-in. Pero yung mga talaga by invitation. So nag-UAP ako, then nag-PBL ako. PBL ko, first team ko was Carol Ans under Coach Gabby Velasco. Yung national team coach ko pala, sorry, just to mention, national team coach, una si Coach Virgil Villavicencio ng Token Tex. Okay, then next na national team coach ko si Coach Ato Badulato. Kakapi ko doon sa second national team ko sila Ren Ritualo. Sila kakapi ko. Okay. Anyway, nung sa PBL doon na Carol Ans, then napunta ako sa Red Bull, Agfa, for matagal ako doon. Then nagka-injury ako, going back, napunta na ako sa Anna Water Dispenser before ako napunta sa PBA. Then PBA, doon na, I played for Santa Lucia, no? Yung talaga mother team ko, no? Santa Lucia. Then nung umalis yung Santa Lucia, I played my last 2 years, 2009 to 2011, for Coke, Powerade. I played for, coach naman namin si Coach Bo. Coach ko si Coach Bo.
Tama.
Sa PBA na. So yun, sa haba-haba ng story ko, yun ang story.
May nakalimutan ka.
Yes.
First round draft pick yan ng PBA.
First overall.
Point guard. Overall.
Wow.
Number 1 pick. 2001 ba, Coach, o 2000?
2000.
Hindi ako yun.
2000, hindi ako yun.
Di ba 12 ka?
2010 ako pumasok eh.
Sorry.
Nag-retiro ako 2011.
Sino coach ng Santa Lucia that time?
Norman Black.
Coach Norman.
Norman Black. Coach Norman Black. Okay. Our assistant was Coach Franz Pumaren. Then, Coach Adonis Chera. Tapos, team manager namin si Boss Buddy Encanado and our team owner si Boss Exi Robles. Robles family may-ari ng Santa Lucia.
So, paano po kayo bumalik ng UPIS as a coach? Were you invited?
After ng retirement ko sa PBA, hindi ko naman plano magkapag-coach. Pero yung UPIS, natanong lang if I'm interested. Siyempre, school mo, passion.
This was what year, Coach? Anong year to? 2016?
Malilito na lang tayo sa years na
yun. Recent naman to. Recent na eh.
2016, yes.
Okay.
Ewan ko pare, tama ba? 2016 or 2017?
Last year ni Juan.
2000, maybe 16 or 17. Then, na-invite. Pero totoo yun, hindi pa undecided pa. Pero syempre, tawag ng school, na passion. Alam mo, swerte kasi din, passion mo na, then you have a chance to give back.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, no? Meron akong chance to give back kasi nabigyan ako ng UPIS ang pagkakataon to start my basketball career. Kung hindi sa pagkakataon na binigay nila sa akin, then I don't know kung ma-fulfill ko yung basketball career ko. Yun ang yun ang pagmamahal ko sa school ko. And lagi naglalaro sa isipan ko na I want to give back to my school in my own way.
Very,
little way.
Yun naman, yung calling maramdaman yun.
Kasi actually yung calling sa totoo lang, yung calling na lang later na lang mas nauna talaga yung calling as a coach. Calling as a coach. Yes, pero mas nauna talaga yung of course, yung passion mo sa basketball nandun.
Naman.
Pero ang talaga nakapag doon is because it's my school, no? Yung ko doon, yung school
Tama.
Lahat, kumbaga, nandun yung nandun lahat yung pinagsimulan ko.
That's what made you, tama. As Coach Pao mentioned kanina, nagsimula siya sa SBP sa Passerelle. Same as me. Yung interesting fact ko naman kay Coach Pao back then was nung una kong SBP na opening.
Okay.
Coach Pao yung parang guest of honor nun .
Sigurado ka? Sigurado ka?
Hindi ka nagkakamali.
Sigurado ka?
Parang kailan lang yun
Baka evil twin lang yun. Ano to 2003 sa San Beda, Alabang.
Okay. Okay. Oo. Talaga. Naalala mo pa. Thank you.
Coach, siyempre naman.
Thank you.
Pero before that, napanood ka na si Coach Pao sa PBA na isang game. The only time I watched live nung bata ko. They're going up against San Miguel.
Championship. Finals.
Di Coach, ano lang to
elimination
game. Oo. Pero syempre, napansin ko na si Coach Pao noon. I mean, hindi naman sa pag-ano, pero napansin ko yung that type of point guard niya, pagpo-point guard niya. I mean, umaangat naman talaga. I think you were with the Marlo Aquino coach, no?
Yes, Marlo and sila superstar namin, Marlo and Dennis Espino.
Yan.
Sila superstar namin, sila talaga.
Sa San Miguel naman, naalala ko that time was sila Joey Mente. Kasi sa warm-ups niyo pwedeng hindi mapansin yun eh.
Totoo yun.
Pero that time naman, yung si Coach Benji Paras naman was medyo latter years na.
Yes, but still, is Benji Paras. No?
Yes, of course. Yun lang yung mga ko kay Coach Pao noon, yung mga encounter sa kanya, ganyan. Okay, sige, siguro diretso na natin sa sa pag-manage, paghawak nyo ngayon ng UPIS team. Siguro Sir Dale, would you like to lead us to that? Nauna si Coach Pao, no?
Sorry. Bago po sumagot si Dale. Just a brief history doon sa alam mo, very humble masyado si Sir Dale saka si Coach Nats, no? Nung napunta nga ako dito, of course, nag-solo muna ako, kasama ko si Coach Ogie because biglaan siya yung pangyayari. Coach Ogie Kumatay, yung teammate ko sa UP. Mm-hmm. So siya yung madalas kong nako-contact noon and nagpatulong ako sa kanya. Pero talagang nasa mind ko is for this to work, kailangan talaga ng, alam mo yun, magaling at dedicated na tao. Wala talaga, ang unang-unang pumasok sa isipan ko talaga nun, si Sir Dale. Siya talaga yung...
Yeah.
That's true. Sabi ko, kailangan ng somebody with, yung una-una, yung passion, yung love, and understands yung kultura ng UP. And siyempre yung know-how very important yun. So si Sir Dale yung una-una kong naisip. Then nung time na nakausap na kami at na-invite kita para sa game, di ba? Na-invite kita.
Yes.
Na-invite ko pa siya noon, trying to convince him to So malaki pa sa salamat ako dahil nga na-convince ko siya. Tapos yung the same time I'm trying to build yung team namin, no, yung together with me. Si Coach Nats is very humble, no. Yung sa Ridley, yung ginawa niya sa Ridley, hindi madaling ginawa niya ron. Marami siyang malakas na team na tinalo rin at that bracket. Nag-champion sila, I don't know, without even recruiting. Tama ba yung Coach Nats?
Yes.
Without any recruitment, no? Without any recruitment. Nag-champion sila. So, I know na may brains and talent. Di ba? Mm-hmm. So, hindi natin mababaliwala yung buti nilang dalawa. Then, Coach Buboy, Coach Sunny, no? Coach Mel, Coach Marvin Cruz. Yeah.
Yes, oo nga pala.
Nagkasunod-sunod. Anyway, yon. So, masingit ko lang sa iyo yun. Yes. Sabi sa'yo, madaldal ako .
No problem. Si Enzo, sorry, maingin na sa akin ngayon . Enzo, if you have questions, go ahead. For them.
Sige lang. Si Sir Dale ata may sasabihin kanina.
Hindi, sige. Nasaan na ba tayo?
Okay, we can start with how did you start with yung mga initial challenges? Kasi si Sir Dale, namagin niya kanina, in season na siya sumama no?
Yes.
Tama, oo.
Nag-start na.
Before that, I mean, nung nagsimula na yun, how did you guys get it going from there? Was Coach Nats part of the staff na nun?
Hindi pa.
Sige, talk to us about that.
Pare.
Kwenta natin yung yung beginnings nyo in handling the team.
So, nag-start kami noon, yan nga, nag-start na yung season, tapos nanonood na ako ng games, tapos kinakausap ko ni Coach Paolo, sabi ko, pare, sabi niya noong time na yun, saan ba ako pwede makatulong? Sabi ko, siguro baka sa logistics na lang di ba? Kasi syempre medyo magastos talaga yung sa una talaga niyan, kami yung dalawa ni Coach Paolo talaga, kami nag-finance ng team, lahat. Lahat mahirap kasi nung una, bago lang din ako Kasi nung time na nag-manage ako ng team nila Coach Lito Vergara, sa side lang ako Kung may mga kailangan, parang runner, coach, ito yung kailangan, ganito. So nung hinandle ko na UPIS, iba pala yung pag ikaw lahat overall pati sa recruitment, sa players lahat pati pagkausap sa basta ang laki talaga hindi from there doon lang ako nagsimula, doon lang ako natuto talaga na pag-manage ng team yan, sa sponsors, yung mga kailangan ng players, yung mga kailangan ng coaches, yun yung pinoprovide ko sa players, kailangan ng players, ng coaches, and yung team talaga. Pero pagdating sa coaching, sila Coach Paolo na talaga yung nag-handle yan.
So, Sir Dil, wala kasing assistant din no?
Nung time ko?
I mean, ngayon, assistant manager.
Wala.
Unlike sa college na teams no? Meron silang usually assistant managers for that. Pero sa'yo, Coach, talagang ikaw lang no? For
ako lang talaga. Recruitment, sa finances, ako lahat.
So at that time, sige, Coach, go ahead.
Sige, Fim, sige. Sorry.
At that time, yung stature ng team, describe nyo sa amin kung paano
okay. Okay lang pasingit ha.
Sige. Go.
Unang-una Fim, yung wala naman kaming iba kasi yung UPIS iba siya. Very basta
independent.
Hindi naman kailangan we understand ang UPIS na kaya nga pagmamahal namin We understand yung restriction sa budget.
Yes.
Di ba? And kahit sa practice para makapaghanap ng court noon was really challenge na nung time na yon. And we're happy nga UPIS ngayon may sarili ng facility in terms of basketball court. Before, nung nagsimula kami ni Sir Dale, ganun, wala masyado. And hindi namin inaano sa UPIS yun talaga
Yeah.
And we understand that. We understand all of that. So, dahil nga sa pagmamahal namin sa school namin na tapos ay makatulong, so willing naman kaming gumawa nung part na yon para lang kung ano maitutulong namin doon sa program. Ang UPIS kasi, Pim, no? Enzo, Casey, education first I mean, pride and ang core nila, talaga nila is really education, which is, of course, not bad, di ba? Hindi masama yun. I'm not saying baliwala ang sports. I'm not saying that. No? Hindi ko sinasabi yun. But, if natin yung challenge doon is that they'll put value sa simula sa education, is then next ang sports. Pero, of course, that's something that will change in time. And unti-unti naman at naintindihan naman ng community yung halaga ng sports. Again, hindi ito I'm not criticizing UPIS sa ganitong sitwasyon. This is not criticism. Actually, it's more of talagang acknowledgement ng kanilang excellence, no? And that's where yun yung namin dito challenge is that we're trying to balance the excellence in sports and education. Mm-hmm. Ang mahirap kasi sa schedule nila is this.
Yan.
They go to school at 7 a.m. Right? They go to school at 7 a.m.
Aga.
Most of their dismissal, hindi naman, is around, sabihin natin, 5:30 p.m. Alright? Then we have to practice by 6. Then we finish by 9. Then they do that again tomorrow. Yeah. They have to go home. They have to do their homeworks. They have to do everything in terms of education. And they have to practice. Imagine that schedule. Imagine that schedule every single day. And they have to, ang maganda nga talaga sa UPIS, ang maganda doon sa setup na yun, natututo right away yung mga bata ng responsibility.
Time management. Yeah,
time management and responsibility. Hindi yung pwedeng papabayaan nila yung pag-aaral nila, din papabayaan nila yung basketball or sports nila. Kailangan nilang to find a way na pagsabayin. Yung iba doon, nauwi pa ng Bulacan, Yung iba doon, yes. Yung iba doon, nauwi pa. Aldous, nasabi ko kay Aldous. Aldous is from Caloocan, I think.
Okay. Malabon, pare. Sorry.
Malabon. Wow. So imagine the travel time from 9 o'clock to Bulacan na lang. Okay? They leave 9 p.m. sa school. Earliest, sabi natin 8:30. Okay? Yeah. Then, they go to their, sa house nila. Bigyan mo ng 1 hour and a half. 1 hour na lang. So, 8:30, then 9:30. So, saan pa nila isisingit yung kain nila?
Yep.
Yung pahinga nila, yung pag-aaral nila. And minsan, may exam pa sila, may quarterly test sila or mid-quarter test sila in the morning ng 7 a.m. Just imagine that. Imagine that.
Honestly, I can relate kahit paano. Kasi
yes.
During my time sa Zubel, ang klase naman namin, hindi naman 7 to 5. Tayo, so 8 to 4, no? Usually 8 to 4. 8 to 4.
3:30 nga lang eh.
Minsan 3:30, ganyan. Tapos we usually practice
4:30,
at...
pero... Good.
Usually practice at around 5:30 yata. 5:30 to 8. Ganyan. So, ako naman kasi taga Santa Rosa din po ako. So, medyo malayo din travel time ko every day. So, paano, I get that, Pero, kasi considering yung level academic sa UPIS, I mean, syempre, iba yun di ba? Then,
we're not saying, hindi naman, alam mo, hindi naman natin sinasabi na hindi naman natin sinasabi na lamang ang UP sa, I mean, mataas lang yung nila. I mean, mataas lang expectations sila sa mga students nila. Walang excuses okay yun. Actually, we ina-acknowledge kami sa UPIS yun. Nagpapasalamat nga kami at ganun sila. At yung natuturo kagad nila early on yung sense of responsibility. Yes, Pim.
Hindi pa nga nababanggit ni Coach Pao yung kumbaga average na kailangan nila i-maintain. Just to play, no? Tama ba?
Alam mo, sa totoo lang yan ang maganda Yan lang ang pwede naming, yun lang ang maganda sa UPIS. Alam ni Coach Nuts to. Sorry, Coach Nuts, for hugging the time. Sorry, Coach Nuts. Anyway, ang hinihingi lang namin sa kanila is the passing grade. Kasi ang hirap naman yung schedule na yon to ask more than that. Parang very tama ba
demanding
not just demanding, unreasonable. Tama ba yung word ko? Unreasonable na? I mean, how can you do that sa ganung schedule?
Yes.
What time do you have to wake up? If you're from Cagayan or from Santa Rosa, if you're from Bulacan, just imagine the traffic going to Katipunan or what. Sabi mo na 2 hours ang 2 hours ang travel mo?
Yes, 2 hours. Opo.
So, you have to leave your house around, sabi mo 4:30 a.m.? So, anong oras ka gigising? Hindi mo pwede 4:15, no? 3, di ba? So, 3 a.m. and you sleep at around, 11 p.m.?
Oo nga.
So,
then you have to play pa.
Then you have to play, tapos yung expectations pa, doon sa na yon. Pero again, this is just to, hindi kami nagbibigay ng excuse sa kung ano man. I mean, this is the typical schedule.
Yeah.
On school, kapag school days. Of course, pag halimbawa naman na bakasyon, siyempre mas may time yung yung team, 'di ba? Time to rest, ganun. Okay naman, ayos naman.
Right.
Although that's only around 3 months.
Yeah. Siguro si Coach Nats, baka you have anything to add to that? Siguro.
Okay. Aside from that schedule din, pag kunwari medyo maluwag sila ng maaga sila na didisplay sa klase, meron din silang mga tutorials na kailangan puntahan. we require our players to attend tutorials, especially kung kunwari medyo nanganganib sila ng mga ibang subjects. Hindi sila makakapag-practice kung hindi sila mag-tutorial.
Okay. So that happens after class, syempre. After class.
Yes. So kunwari, dismiss sila 3:30, may 1 hour sila mag-tutorial bago mag-practice.
Saka, alam nyo ba, sa amin, ang rule namin, basta may tutorial ka, kahit na may game kami ng Saturday or may game kami ng Sunday, you can skip practice the whole week. You can skip practice the whole week. Basta tutorial lang yung papasukan mo, basta tutor lang yun. Huwag yung kung ano man. I mean, for some other reason. Pero kung halimbawa, magpapatutor ka, at syempre certified naman ng parents yon, at swerte nga kami with the help of Sir Dale, siya naghanap ng tutors ng mga players natin. Yun ang ano namin. Sabi ko nga, even if it's, alam mo, ito yung, at sinabi ko lagi, sinasabi namin sa lahat nito. Kahit na sabihin natin swertihin tayo, let's say we're lucky, we got into the Final Four. Kahit sabihin mong Final Four on Sunday, pero kailangan mo mag-aral from Monday to Saturday. Wag ka mag-practice. Basta mag-aral ka lang. Then you get to play on Sunday. That's our... basta mag-aral ka. Then you get to play on Sunday. Then, ito yung lagi namin sinasabi. Let's say, alanganin ka talaga. Let's say, hindi naman alanganin. Let's say you really have to pass an exam, no? And dahil for what reason, then talagang kailangan mo mag-aral on the game day. Kailangan mo talaga. Even the parents, alam niya, kailangan niya mag-aral. Ito sinasabi namin sa kanila, kahit finals yan, mag-aral kayo. Kahit finals game. You skip the finals game and you study. You pass that test because it's very important. It's very, very important because sa UPIS, if you're in the BAAS program, if you fail once, you're out. You're out.
Okay.
No second chances. Basta nag-fail ka, you're out.
Wala ka, coach, chance bumalik sa team?
No, wala. Wala chance. Wala chance.
Wow.
Wala chance bumalik.
Ito, Sir Dale, yung tutors ba na to is outside of UPIS or within, teachers din ng UPIS?
Within. Hindi. Actually, hindi sila pwede. So, kumukuha kami ng from Edu or mga galing din sa UPIS ng mga alumni, yung na kunyari sa math, yung magaling sa ganito. Tinuturuan din naman ako ni Sir Paul Mabacquiao na maghanap ng tutors. Tapos, of course, si Miss Shara Wades, tinutulungan din kami meron kasi sila mga brads from APO na nag-volunteer na mag-tutor ng free dun sa mga players. Okay. Kaya sobrang salamat sa kanila. Free.
Grabe!
Mabait kasi lahat pro bono, siyempre sa pagmamahal mo nga. Wala naman kasi kami pambayad.
So, sige, go.
Sorry, Phil. Sige, Phil.
So, not necessarily yung mismong teachers sila sa UPIS. Hindi
pwede.
Hindi pwede ganun. Yung ang isa pa ang namin sa recruitment, if we want to recruit.
Yan.
If you want to recruit. Hindi pwedeng talent alone.
Okay.
Kailangan.
I mean, yung study habits, kailangan good study habits. Hindi pwedeng talent alone. No? Yun ang requirement ng UPIS. At hindi kami nag-ano doon, in all honesty. Of course, sometimes you wish na sana mapagbigyan ng onte, pero naintindihan namin at naunawaan namin. They want excellence. And especially, a core value nila is education. So they want excellence in education. So we have to work with it. So ganon. Then, of course, yun ang maganda. Good study habits, good grades, and talent. No? Yeah. Yun ang magandang combination doon. And yun ang maganda rin doon sa mga players namin dito is that ina-accept naman nila yung sitwasyon na yun.
Yeah.
Kahit doon sa ni Coach Nats, no? Mabato ko lang kay Coach Nats. Kahit doon sa, kaya nga, yung sa 14 under ni Coach Nats. Ganun din ang challenge kahit na hindi ka UAP hindi ka UAP player Ganun din. Ganun, same challenge din.
Okay.
Same challenge doon. Pero ganito lang. Ayoko lang na sana hindi rin sa ayoko. I mean, i-clear ko lang. Hindi kami ako kasi homegrown Homegrown ako, through and through. Si Sir Dale, homegrown din, through and through. Okay, so si Coach Nasaman is from Baguio. Gusto namin talaga ng homegrown. Gusto namin makadevelop ng homegrown. Kasi ako, UPIS, homegrown, nakapag-PBA. And next to do that was Coach Marvin Cruz. Then after Marvin Cruz, hopefully it's Juan Gomez, the GDL brothers. Although hindi ko nina-knock off sila Juan. Alam nila Juan to. Alam naman nila Juan tong sinasabi ko nito. No? Ang punto ko lang sa homegrown is syempre gusto rin namin makadevelop na kagaya namin from kinder. Nasa UPS.
Parang grassroots program.
Grassroots. That's why, yes. Yun yung gusto namin maano rito. And that's why yung expertise ni Coach Nats at that field ay napakahalaga.
Yes.
Although nag-recruit kami ng at that age, pero ang main purpose rin namin is mapatibay yung grassroots. And someday, we'll be able to develop yung talagang is meaning from UPIS since kinder. It's again, hindi naman sinasabi namin na hindi kami proud kila Juan, hindi kami proud kila. We're proud, of course. We're very proud. Kung sino man nanggaling sa UPIS, proud na proud kami.
Yeah. Pero, actually, Coach, go ahead.
Yes.
I really understand where you're coming from. Kasi, like me, homegrown din ako sa Zobel back then, from elementary to high school. And I think kasi it's a very interesting point kasi not many coaches really would value that type of how do you say it, mentality ba, yung pag-develop kumbaga ng culture siguro. Pag-develop talaga ng talent from the homegrown. And I think if I'm not mistaken, ang nakakagawa lang talaga nito is so far is Ateneo.
Yes.
By the way I'm seeing it,
that's right.
And maybe San Beda in a way.
Yes.
So knowing that type of goal of your coaching staff is really something. No? So I really support your advocacy for this.
Thank you.
So, sana matuloy to. And I mean, UPIS has been known for hindi naman stranger ang UPIS sa pag-develop ng players na kaka talaga. Even if sabihin mong kahit hanggang seniors lang yan. I mean, noon pa rin players yan I mean, hindi stranger ang fans na makita ang magaling na player na manggaling sa UPIS, kumbaga. So, the potential has always been there for UPIS to produce. And I'm sure you really are heading towards the right direction for that.
Can I add lang what we're doing for the homegrown?
Yes,
I'd like to add lang.
Go ahead.
So right now in the 14 under, even if we have recruits from other schools, in the pool we have 6 homegrown players.
All right.
From the 6 homegrown players, you'll probably get 2. But then, the 4 will not totally be gone because we also, aside from the 14 and under, we put up a basketball club that's being handled by Coach Sunny. So yung apat na hindi makukuha doon will go to the club and they also join competition. So tuloy-tuloy lang siya. Okay. So kunwari kung di sila nakuha this year, pagpagaling sila sa club, next year tryout na naman sila. Kung pwede na sila, pasok na naman sila. Ganun lang yan. So talagang we're giving all the opportunities for the homegrown to be part of the team and to develop as well.
That's very nice. Kasi yung I think the talent has always been there. Oo.
Yung word siguro ayaw namin ma-alienate. I don't know if that's the right word. No? Ayaw namin ma-alienate sila na again ayaw namin gusto talaga namin maramdaman nila na they have every right, every opportunity na recruit. Kung homegrown ka, you have every opportunity na recruit. Of course, syempre at the end, it will all boil down if you can perform or not, di ba?
Oo.
Kaya nga, lahat ng pressure ngayon na kay Coach Nats kasi kailangan mag-produce siya ng homegrown.
Hindi na, alis na ako.
Kailangan mag-produce siya. Pero, alam mo, hindi ito magiging possible kung hindi dahil kay Sir Dale.
Yes!
In all honesty, lahat ito magiging idea lang.
Yes.
Kung wala ito magiging implementation kung wala si Sir Dale, yung support niya sa amin, yung support niya sa school. Talagang hindi naman sa porke kaharap natin siya, pero hindi natin support. Saka, by the way, kumpare ko yan.
It's very nice to know na the program na you idealized before is getting concretized sa ngayon, no? Sana tuloy-tuloy lang to.
Yeah.